Multiomics data integration reveals correlated regulatory features of triple negative breast cancer. Hello, my name is Kanishka Mehta. I am a PhD student in bioinformatics program at University of Arkansas Little Rock and University of Arkansas for Medical Sciences. Triple negative is a heterogeneous type of cancer with various degrees of aggressiveness and patient outcomes due to very little treatment options. It mostly occurs in young women, especially women of African American descent. Its heterogeneous nature comes from a large alterations in the genomic, transcriptomic, and proteomic landscape, resulting in various subtypes with differing responses to therapeutic treatments. Therefore, it is crucial that we understand these subtypes from the viewpoint of molecular complexity so that in future we can treat such kind of disease. Here we characterized the BRCA1 wild type, MDA MB231 cell line, the BRCA 5382 inserted C mutated HCC 1937 TNBC cell line, and the non-tumorigenic epithelial breast MCF10A cell line. Data integration methods identified regulatory features from each omics had a greater than 80% positive correlation within each TNBC subtype. Key regulatory features at each omics level were identified, distinguishing the three cell lines and were involved in important cancer-related pathways such as TGF-beta signaling, PI3K, AKT-mTOR, and the WNT-beta-catenin signaling pathways. You can access the data via GEO and Proteome Exchange. Here is a brief overview of the workflow used in a paper. Firstly, the cells were cultured and harvested for each omics method. Sequencing, mass spectrometry, normalization, and other statistical analysis were performed. Each omics data includes DNA methylation, RNA-seq, protein phosphoproteomics, and histone post-translational modification. Next comes the part where we integrated all these normalized omics data. But before that, feature annotations were curated across each omics. Pearson correlation, matrix factorization were performed using R tools such as Mixomics and MoGSA. Next, we move on to the results part. In Figure 2, you can see the log2 fold changes for each multi-omics data set. Features with positive correlation is significant from top right and bottom left quadrants for RNA-seq versus protein and the protein versus phosphorylated peptides. Next, in Figure 3a shows a clustered image map for principal component 1, okay, which represents the multi-omic signature in relation with the samples. The red and the blue color represents the positive and negative Pearson correlation respectively, whereas the gray represents the small correlation values. In Figure 3b shows the MoGSA heat map for gene set scores for significantly regulated gene sets in the cell lines. The white colored blocks indicated the changes of gene sets are non-significant. Figure 4 shows the gene influential score of individual features of TGF-beta signaling pathway for each omics. Next comes the conclusion. DNA methylation results reveals hypomethylation of SLFN11 promoter region. In HCC 1937 mutant cells. Okay. This combination has been shown to impact clinical treatment options. DNMT3A is a DNA methyl transferase and was elevated in the HCC 1937 cells along with histone H3K KC methylated. Okay. NSD2 is a histone methyl transferase elevated in MDA MB. Okay. And is known to convert the H3K 36 to H3K methylated, transforming heterochromatin into euchromatin. Active state. H3K 36 Me2 methylated to recruits the DNMT3A to shape the intragenic DNA methylation landscape. MDA MB231 cells shows increased TGF beta, okay, TGF-BR1, SMAD 5, S4, S463, S465PA phosphorylated, and the P10 S385 phosphorylated elevation, leading to uh, increased expression of TGF beta signaling and PI3K AKT mTOR pathways, whereas the HCC1937 cells had decreased expression of P10 S385 phosphorylated and decreased PI3K AKT mTOR and WNT beta catenin pathways. Lastly, I want to thank my fellow lab members and peers and grateful to my mentor, Dr. Stephanie Byram, to give me the opportunity to work on this research paper. Thank you.